I think when I first came, they said we're going to make a movie in 5 days. I thought, is that possible? But to see that we've actually done it, yeah, I can't wait to see the end product. Yeah, looking forward to that.
Happystorm Theatre have always strived to kind of create projects that are immersive as well as accessible to anyone who wants to join. So the key thing was to make sure that the participants could get into making a film and get the most out of it, which is what Happystorm's really all about. The main reason everyone's come along this week is to make a film for Happystorm Theatre and to basically get the most they can out of the process of making the film. What the film was about, you know, we had no set guidelines as to what the film was about. It was more just about everyone being able to come along, learn how to make a film. And by learn, I mean just kind of get involved to what extent they wanted to, whether it was just acting or writing or learning how to use the camera. And then at the end of it, being happy with what they'd made. On day one, it was really just about getting everyone to understand what the rest of the week was going to be about in making a film and giving them an opportunity to get creative and develop ideas and to also realise that they could develop ideas from nothing. A lot of the kind of worry that people have is that they are expected to come up with a film on day one and know what they're talking about. So day one was really just kind of easing them into it, showing that by just kind of creating still images or by just doing some drawings, you can actually create a film from nothing.
Day one was kind of a get-to-know-you session, play some drama games, they were a lot of fun, and we started working on some 30-second films.
The storyboard film was just designed so that by the end of the first day, they'd actually made a film. By just putting together a couple of pieces of paper, a couple of drawings, they could actually make a very short little film, and by the next day, have the reward of seeing it. The thing that I was really impressed with was that they didn't just look at it and say, wow, we made a film, and then kind of feel like the job was done. They looked at the film and then started to critique it, started to develop strategies of how can it be better the next time, what didn't they like, what would they want to improve. And that just shows a level of thought towards the process, which I didn't expect at the beginning. Then on day two, we took some of these ideas and expanded them and started working on actually creating a kind of finished film that then meant that everyone's ideas were integrated, that it wasn't just one person's film, that it was actually a film for the entire group. And that led on to actually there being two films, which was really interesting. I didn't expect it to go that way. I thought we would just do one film, but actually one of the films was quite a comedy-based idea. The other one was a more kind of heavier and more kind of mature subject matter.
God, my shot! What's going on? Where are the shoes? What's happening? What's happening? All the shoes have gone.
The film we rolled in, it was a bit heavy. It was actually based on one of the cast's personal experiences. It dealt with issues like domestic abuse, mental health and stuff like that. And hopefully we did it justice.
It was really difficult to act in the short film that we made because one of the participants that came along had this story that she wanted to put across, and we didn't realise at first that it was her personal background. So I volunteered to act in it, and then we found out that it was her personal story. So obviously I wanted to make sure it was an accurate portrayal. I wanted to make sure it did her justice. So I did take a lot of direction from her, and she gave me personal accounts of how she was feeling at that time. So I tried to make sure I really got into that character and that mindset to, yeah, just get the story across.
Once everyone had had a chance to kind of get their ideas in, we then developed exactly what was going to go on in the film and, you know, plot out, you know, who was going to act, who was going to film, what days they were going to film on, and, you know, most importantly, how, you know, the film was going to look. And for the last two and a bit days, it was literally just working as a professional film crew with the students and the participants working side by side and actually just getting the film made, working under their own steam, and also just, you know, improvising around problems and circumstances. From what I could see, what I was really happy with was that there wasn't a divide. There wasn't the students and the participants. What I really liked was that everyone mingled, everyone intermixed, everyone was happy to operate as one big team.
When I first came, it was like, I'm not lost in here 5 minutes, mate. But as it went on and as things, it just came brilliant. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Something I'd do again, definitely. I'm into me, I like stuff like that. So I was intrigued by it, and someone put me onto it and said, look, I think it was something good for you to do. And I wasn't too sure really, but yeah, and I've learned about friendship and friends, good friends.
Everyone has worked to levels that they've set themselves, and the social side of things has worked side by side. It hasn't just been a group of people hanging out and happening to make a film. We've all been here for a reason, but at the same time, I think everyone's kind of just enjoyed each other's company as they're making it, and I definitely think that people would like to work together in the future, and I know that I'd be happy to have everyone on this work on one of my films in the future.
And at the end, this particular participant seemed really happy with my performance, which I was so pleased with because I wanted to make sure it was how she wanted it. And she gave me a card. I was really chuffed. I'm probably going to cry again now. So yeah.
I'm sure I'll have a few more Facebook friends now as well at the same time. But yeah, I hope to stay in touch with quite a few people and hope to work with them again at some point.
The thing I've learned from the process from this week, that you can throw any people in any situation and give them a certain amount of time and they can come up with something that looks like it's going to come out brilliantly.